I cannot for my soul remember how, when, or even precisely where I became acquainted with the Lady Ligeia. Long years have since elapsed, and my memory is feeble through much suffering. There is one dear topic, however, on which my memory fails me not. It is the person of Ligeia. In stature she was tall and somewhat slender. She came and departed as a shadow. I was never made aware of her entrance into my closed study, save by the dear music of her low, sweet voice. As she placed her marble hand upon my shoulder, in beauty of face no maiden ever equaled her. She did not have standard features of beauty, but I perceived that her loveliness was indeed exquisite. Her skin resembled the purest ivory, and then the raven black, the glossy, the luxuriant, and naturally curling locks of hair framed her face. I regarded the sweet mouth. Here was indeed the triumph of all things heavenly, the magnificent turn of the soft upper lip, the soft, voluptuous slumber of the under, the teeth glancing back with a brilliance almost startling, every ray of the holy light which fell upon them in her radiant smile. I scrutinized the formation of the chin, and the softness and the majesty, and then I peered into the large eyes of Ligeia. They were even fuller than the fullest of the gazelle eyes. And what was it that I found in the pupils of my beloved? What was it? I was possessed with a passion to discover. Those eyes, those large, those shining, those divine orbs. My time to discover what was hidden beneath grew short as my Ligeia grew ill. Please don't leave me.
Read this to me.
Okay.
Please.
Angels gathered to watch a play of hopes and fears, while the mimes in the form of God on high began their act. They were just mere puppets who come and go, vast formless things. As the plot thickened, madness was brought to light. A crawling shape withered its way into the scene, and the mimes became its feast. As they screamed, the angels stood and watched, unable to move, for they were stricken with horror. This play is the tragedy Man, and its hero, the conqueror worm.
Oh, what a cruel twist of fate! Why must this life be so unfair?
Ligeia, no. No. After the death of my dear Ligeia, my life spiraled into darkness, drinking my days away and praying the sickness that took my beloved would come and take me just the same. To heal my pain, I lived my days in solitude in the confines of an English abbey. Soon I met the Lady Rowena, and it wasn't until I met her that I realized I could be happy once again. After the wedding, I realized that her feelings were not reciprocated. I tried my hardest to win her over, but something just wasn't right.
It's your fault, it's your problem. Go and die. Go and die, my friend. Go and die. It's your fault, it's your problem. Go and die.
As the second month of marriage approached, I had developed an opium addiction, not being able to distinguish between what was real and what was imaginary. The Lady Rowena fell ill, and as days passed, I began to notice her condition growing worse. Blood dripped into her wine glass, but I didn't know if it was real or not. I entered the room one night, and she cowered away from the light of the candle. She was terrified of the golden tapestry hung beside the bed. She became delirious, saying it was talking to her. Days later, she died, but I kept her body close by. One night, I heard soft moans escape the lips of the dead Lady Rowena, but her body again lay stiff. I took a seat near her bed and saw her figure rise. As I looked closer, I realized that it was not Lady Rowena, but my beloved Ligeia.